Hello, YouTube. I have a lot to say, and I won't be able to look at the camera too much if I want to get all this in. I have a whole bunch of notes that I'm wanting to talk about. Got information from the Strong's Concordance and the Hebrew Dictionary, okay, in the Strong's Concordance. I'm going to first talk about Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. It says, "How thou art fallen from heaven." In King James it says, "O Lucifer, son of the morning. How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" The word Lucifer there is Latin. It was added there by the Catholics. The real Hebrew word is Hellel. That's the name of Satan, is Hellel. Hell is named after him. The sun is named after him. Helios is the word that means sun. Heliography means the study of the sun. And if you study words that have to do with the sun, you'll see that it comes from the word hell. And so Satan's name is actually Hellel. Okay, so it says, "How thou art fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning." Now, if you look at Barack Obama's name in the Hebrew, Barak means cast forth as lightning. Obama means high place. And if you look at the related words, it means high place of Baal. And Baal is where you get the word ball from, which means to cast. Okay. Sports, when they play with a ball, sports were religious rituals to the Greek gods in Athens. That's why they're called an athlete. And they used a ball as a symbol of Satan to be cast forth. Okay. People say there's nothing wrong with sports, when in reality, in the beginning, sports were something very satanic. The whole purpose is to draw people away from God. And even today, people talk about sports more than they do God. Anyway, so you have cast forth as lightning from the high place of Baal, Barack Obama. Okay, so I wanted to study Babylon because United States of America is Mystery Babylon the Great. And there's just tons of things in the Bible that show that. So I wanted to study about Babylon and the word shine, because in Genesis chapter 11, verse 2, they traveled to the land of Shinar, where they were going to build the Tower of Babel. And if you look in Zechariah chapter 5, it talks about that a woman in a basket, which is symbolism for wickedness in a basket. The basket is a symbol of trade, monetary trade. And Zechariah 5, the woman in the basket was wickedness, which cross-references to the whore of Revelation chapter 17. And evil spirits were going to carry this basket with a woman to the land of Shinar, which is Babylon. So I wanted to look up the word shine. And if you look up the word shine in the Strong's Concordance, there's a lot of different words for shine, okay? Starts out with reference number 215, okay? And 215 has a lot of other words that it came from and that are related to. Number 216, 217, 218, 219, 221, 224, 3,974, 3,975. Number 215 means to shine, be bright, give light, enlightened. And the United States of America, the way they run the government came from the Enlightenment, okay, which is a way of thinking that neglected God and God of the Bible. It means at break of day. Now, notice a break of day, because in Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12, Hallel is called the son of the morning, okay? Enlightening, Barack Obama's name, Barack means cast forth as lightning, means set on fire. You have a pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. Pyramid, if you study words, how they're pronounced, not so much how they're spelled, you'll learn a lot. And pyramid, pyro means fire, mid means in the middle of, pyramid means in the midst of the fire, and number 215, shine, can mean set on fire. Okay, it's used one time in the Bible to mean set on fire. Number 216 is the Hebrew word or, spelled O-R. It means light contrasted with darkness, lightning, daylight, again daylight, sunshine, lightning, morning, and sun. And again, Isaiah 14:12 says that he is son of the morning. All right. Number 217 It's the Hebrew word U-R. All right, and it's related to number 215, which I already talked about. It means light, east, the region of light, the direction of the sunrise, sun in the morning. Fire, fires, and light. 218, again, is the Hebrew word but used a little differently. A lot of them are different because they're nouns and pronouns, stuff like that. It means flame, light, comes from number 215. It's translated 5 times in the Bible. If you look in Genesis chapter 11, verse 28, right after it talks about the Tower of Babel, it talks about of the Chaldees. The Chaldees were the Babylonians. Chaldees means whisper a spell. And if you look in Revelation 17, 18, 19, it says, Mystery Babylon the Great deceived all the nations by thy sorcery. And the word sorcery there is in the Greek pharmakia. Pharmakia relates back to Pharaoh, which is the religion of the Egyptians, which has gone through all the world empires. All right. Then Genesis 11, verse 31, it talks about Abraham's family. God told Abraham's family to leave and go to Canaan. Now, Canaan comes from the word Cain, the land of Cain, even though, it is after the flood and stuff. That's where the word Canaan comes from. Canaan also came from Ham, and Ham was one of the 3 sons of Noah. Ham was the son that Noah cursed, and Abraham's family left and went to to Canaan. I said that God told him to go there. I'm wrong on that. Wait a minute. I got ahead of myself. Abraham's family left and went to Canaan. Then in Genesis 12, verse 1, God told Abraham to leave that country, to leave the land of Canaan. So they left and they left Canaan. All right. Then in Genesis 15:7, God says, I am the Lord that brought thee out of So he brought them out of this land of shining, of the sun. Okay. The sun being a symbol of being satanic. Okay. Number 219 reference number in Strong's Concordance is an English word aura, O-R-A. It means morning light, happiness, serenity, light. Number 221 is Uri, which means Yahweh is my flame. So Satan said in Isaiah 14:13, he says, For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation. In the sides of the north, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Satan is trying to imitate God because Uri, U-R-I, means Yahweh is my flame. Yahweh is the light, not Satan, not Hillel, son of the morning. Yahweh is the true light. And in the Gospel of John chapter 1, it says Jesus Christ was the light of the world, the true light that came into the world, but the world did not comprehend it. They do comprehend the light of Satan, the light of the light of the Canaanites. All right, now, number 3,974 is English M-A-O-R, means light bearer and light bright. Okay, Lucifer means light bearer. Hillel, if you look that up, it pretty much means the same thing. All right, now number 3,975, the Hebrew word Ura has U and Ra, U-R-A, means nesting hole of a viper. And it's used 1 time in the Bible. And now notice the serpent in Genesis 3. Okay, and it's related to U-R-A, and it's related to shine. Just like he said in the Garden of Eden, you shall know good and evil. Evil, the Hebrew word Ra, the sun god. So the nesting hole of a viper. All right, then if you study more about the word U-R, number 5,783, U-R means to uncover, be made, to be laid bare, to be quite naked. Now, in Genesis 3, Adam and Eve realized they were naked. Now notice, the letter S, if you study these letters and words and where they came from, and it's really interesting, letter S is the shape of a serpent, and it makes the hissing sound of a serpent. The S is a sound of the serpent. Genesis 3, they knew they were naked. The word which is the land of shining and land of the sun and everything I've been reading, also means to uncover, be laid bare, to be quite naked. The word naked is an S with word naked. And if you mean snaked, okay, naked, you add the S to it. That's what I meant to say. The word naked and add the S, the serpent, to it, it is snaked. All right. I'm trying to say these things correctly. I'm in a hurry trying to get this done. Okay. Number 5,784, the word means chaff husk, something worthless. So the land of the land of the sun, and you have knowing good and evil by the sun god Ra. You're going to learn worthless things, things that will end up taking you to hell. Number 5,774 is an interesting word. It's the word up, U-P. And if you look in an English dictionary, there's more definitions to the word up than any other word in the entire English language. You look that up, it takes a lot of space in a dictionary. And you have up. Number 5,774 means to dart about as a bird or a snake. Again, a snake, the serpent to Genesis 3, the snake. And as birds, Jesus told a parable of the seed. And a man cast out a seed, and some fell among the padded down ground, and the birds came and ate the seed. Okay, the birds are symbols of Satan. All right, in also, if you look in Isaiah 14, verse 28, it talks about a flying serpent. Okay, if you look in that, verse 29. Isaiah 14:29, it talks about a flying serpent, which is very interesting. I haven't studied that thoroughly yet. All right. Now, the reason I'm saying all this, and I'm hoping this makes sense, it may not. I'm doing my best. Fallen angels came to the earth in Genesis chapter 6. And if you study everything through, you'll see that the Nephilim came from them. The Nephilim were, if you look in Deuteronomy 2:20, it's a Hebrew word zamzumins there. Number 2157, zamzumins. It means babblers, talking about Babylon, giants that God destroyed in Deuteronomy 2:20. And it comes from the number 2161, to thought, evil, devise, which is where the word device comes from. Device is like mechanical devices. And if you look in technology and the world, in God's world, there's almost nothing that is shiny, almost nothing. In Satan's system, things shine. And if you look at all these words that shine, light, music, and color causes people to worship. That's why people worship people on television. That's why people worship people up on a stage that are singing. That's why they worship sports stars, because they're in this big stadium with lights and music and color. Light, music, and color causes people to worship. And if shiny things, people like shiny things. A nice, shiny, bright car, just things that shine, jewelry, and people fall for it. And it comes from the land of the sun god, Ra. And I hope this makes sense. God bless you.